When
Es
Penelope
fuerte
Cruz first
porque
stepped
es la
into
primera vez
Hollywood,
que veo
they
la
told her
escena
she
desde
was
que
too foreign, too soft-spoken, too different to ever succeed. She was dismissed as just another pretty face with a heavy accent and little chance of making it in the big leagues. But what no one saw coming was the fire behind her quiet determination. The same woman they said would never make it became an Oscar winner, a global icon, and one of the most respected actresses of her generation. This is how Penelope Cruz proved them all wrong, and rewrote the rules of what it means to rise in Hollywood. Born in Alcobendas, Spain, Penelope Cruz didn't come from a film dynasty or elite training grounds. She was a teenager with a dream, a passion for storytelling, and an intense emotional range that couldn't be taught. She got her start in Spanish cinema, earning praise for her magnetic presence and ability to capture vulnerability with raw honesty. But when she set her sights on Hollywood, the odds were immediately stacked against her. Casting agents didn't take her seriously. Her accent was seen as a limitation. And in an industry obsessed with perfection, she was told she'd never be more than a token foreign beauty. But Cruz refused to be confined by anyone's expectations. She worked tirelessly to improve her English, study the craft, and break into an industry that was notoriously closed to outsiders. While others coasted on connections, she clawed her way up role by role, audition by audition. Her early performances in American films didn't always get the recognition they deserved, but she kept showing up, with more depth, more passion, and a refusal to be sidelined. Hollywood may not have opened its arms, but she pushed the doors open herself. The turning point came with her work in Voltaire, directed by Pedro Almodovar. It was a deeply personal film, rooted in Spanish culture, and it showcased Cruz in a way Hollywood never had: complex, powerful, and emotionally explosive. The performance earned her an Academy Award nomination, and suddenly, the industry that once doubted her was forced to pay attention. A few years later, she won the Oscar for Vicky Cristina Barcelona, becoming the first Spanish actress to ever take home the award. The girl who was once told she'd never belong now stood on the world's biggest stage, proving she didn't just belong, she thrived. But her journey didn't stop with awards. Penelope Cruz continued to evolve, taking on challenging roles that defied stereotypes, playing addicts, mothers, survivors, and warriors. She partnered with visionary directors, both in Europe and America, always choosing substance over spectacle. Her beauty may have opened doors, but her talent kept her at the top. She became a symbol of perseverance, grace, and artistic integrity. Behind the scenes, Cruz also quietly balanced motherhood, philanthropy, and business, staying grounded in a world that constantly tries to unmoor women in the spotlight. She rejected the idea that success had to come at the cost of identity. She stayed true to her roots, never losing her Spanish identity to fit into Hollywood molds. And in doing so, she became not just a star, but a role model. Today, Penelope Cruz is no longer just an actress, she is a force. A woman who defied every prediction, shattered every limitation, and did it all without compromising who she was. The ones who doubted her didn't just get it wrong, they underestimated the quiet power of persistence. She was told she'd never make it. But Penelope Cruz didn't just make it, she made history. And in the process, she showed the world that success isn't about fitting in. It's about standing out, and owning it.